Well, racing returns to downtown Chicago July 6th and 7th with the return of the NASCAR Chicago Street Race weekend. I got to chat with the president of that race about what to expect this time around and hopefully better weather than last year.
Shane van Giesbergen has navigated the streets of Chicago to perfection.
In less than a month, defending champion Shane van Giesbergen and other top drivers in NASCAR will be traversing their way around Grant Park again as the Chicago Street Race returns for its second act in the second city.
It's incredibly exciting. The build is underway and just really looking forward to bringing NASCAR back to Chicago, showcasing this city. It's just going to be a great weekend.
I caught up with Chicago Street Race President Julie Giese on a beautiful sunny day near the race's start-finish line. There was very little sun last year as a deluge of rain cut short the Xfinity race and caused the Cup race to be long delayed and shortened.
We've said this probably since the day the race ended last year, is we just feel like we have some unfinished business. We didn't get to deliver on everything that we wanted to do from an event experience perspective, the full races, just all of the things that we had worked on, that we wanted to create this really unique experience in and around the park. So whether that's music, that's the races, driver appearances, just so many different things. So excited to be able to do all of that this year.
Despite the weather issues, Giese says the feedback from drivers was overwhelmingly positive, something the race winner echoed after last year's victory.
For the first go at it for NASCAR, the show they put on, the way the weekend was, it's amazing, so credit to NASCAR.
For us, the competition on the track and making sure that we have a competitive race circuit is a top priority. And our drivers had a great time. They can pass, there were passing zones. And so we didn't make any modifications this year to the course. We're going to keep it the exact same 2.2 mile, 12-turn course with the start-finish line right on Buckingham Fountain.
Into the lead, Giesbergen off at turn 5.
Both races will feature fewer laps than they were scheduled for last year. Giese saying those numbers were based on a simulation, and now they have a better idea of lap times. But that really is one of the few changes to the races themselves.
We really haven't had to do much, really at all. And again, I think part of what we've said from day one is this is a street race, and it's running on the streets that you and I drive on every day. And so that's part of the authenticity and part of what makes a street course a street course.
And Giese just wants an authentically enjoyable weekend for all their fans, weather permitting.
What I remind myself, focus on the things you can control. I can't control the weather, but I can control the experience that people have despite the weather, and that's what we're focused on.
Yeah, and Giese talked about not having to change much with the track setup. That includes even not having to repave any of the streets they'll be racing on, so it will look much the same, just hopefully drier.